Good morning students, how are you? I hope you are all fine. Today we are going to do part 3 on the chapter exponents and powers. So let's begin. In earlier part we have learnt about laws of exponents and in that we have learnt two laws. The first law was a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. And the second law was a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m into n. Now in this video we will learn the third law, and that is a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n. So here we have three possibilities, first, second and third, and that depends on the values of powers. If m is greater than n, that time we can use a raised to the power m minus n. But if m is less than n, means if m is less than n, then we can use 1 upon a raised to the power n minus m. And if m and n both are equal, then we have to write answer as 1. So let's understand this third law with the help of following examples. So here we have 4 raised to the power 6 upon means divide 4 raised to the power 4. So when we compare this with the third law, we can observe that the first power is more than the second power, that is m is greater than n. So we can write it as 4, which is the common basis 4. Okay. Now m minus n, 6 minus 4, m minus n. So 6 minus 4, 2. So 4 raised to the power 2 means 4 into 4. So the answer is 16. Yes. Now we will see the next example. So here we have 4 raised to the power 4 upon 4 raised to the power 6. That we can write it as 4 raised to the power 4 upon means divide 4 raised to the power 6. Upon means divide only. Okay. Now here if we compare this with the third law, when we observe the powers, the first power is less than second power. That means m is less than n. m is less than n. So we have to use second possibility, that is 1 upon a की value 4. What about the powers? n minus m, that is second minus first. So we have 4 raised to the power 2. So 1 upon 4 into 4, which means 1 upon 16 is the required answer. Okay. So here the first power is less than second power. That means m is less than n. So we have to use this possibility. So 1 upon a means the base, which is 4, then 6 minus 4, that is n minus m. Now let's see another example. Upon means divide only. Now 4 raised to the power 6 divided by 4 raised to the power 6. So when we compare this with the third law, we can observe that powers are same. M is equal to N. So the answer is 1. That's all. Now let's see another example. So here we have 5 upon 6 raised to the power 6 minus 5 upon 6 whole raised to the power 8. So here we have common basis and also we have divide. So here we can use the third law. But when we compare this with the third law, we have to observe the powers. So here the first power is less than the second power. That means we have to go for this possibility. So here we will have 1 upon, the common base is 5 upon 6. So what about the powers? Second minus first, that is 8 minus 6. So 8 minus 6, that is 2. Now we can write this as upon means divide 5 upon 6 whole raised to the power 2. Now 1 as it is, so we can write divide as into. And because of that, what will happen? We have to take the reciprocal of the next fraction, that is 6 upon 5, and the power is 2 only. Now that is 1 into 6 upon 5 into 6 upon 5, and we can write 1 as 1 upon 1. So here we have multiplication of fractions. No simplification is possible, so we will directly multiply. 6 6 are 36, 5 5 are 24. So this is the required answer. Now let's see next example. Suppose here we have 8 and 6. 8 and 6. So when we compare this with the third law, we have to observe the powers, and here 8 is more than 6. That means first power is more than second power. So we have to go for this possibility. Yes. So we have a 5 upon 6. That means common base. Now what about the powers? 8 minus 6 is equal to 5 upon 6. 8 minus 6, 2. That means 5 upon 6 into 5 upon 6. 5 upon 6 whole raised to the power 2. That means 5 upon 6 for 2 times. 5 upon 6 into 5 upon 6. So here no further simplification is possible. No simplification is possible. Then directly we will go for multiplication. 5 5s are 25. 6 6s are 26. Okay. And suppose if we have the same powers, here also 8, here also 8, then the answer will be 1. Now let's see next concept. So we can say that the value of a can be a whole number, can be an integer, or can be a fraction also. Zero exponent. Exponent means what? Power. Zero power. What does that mean? What does that means? Let's see. A raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. That means anything raised to the power 0, you will have the answer 1. For anything raised to the power 0, you will have the answer 1. Let's see with the help of following examples. Suppose we have 3 raised to the power 0, then the answer will be 1. Why? Because 3 raised to the power 0. When the power is 0, the answer will become 1. Minus 2 raised to the power 0. Here also the answer will become 1. Here also the value will become 1. That means answer will become 1. Anything raised to the power 0 means 1. Now let's have one more example. Suppose we have to solve this. We have to simplify it, okay? So the question is 9 raised to the power 0 minus 7 raised to the power 0, and brackets are given into 9 plus 7. Now 9 raised to the power 0 means 1, minus 7 raised to the power 0 means 1, bracket close, into 9 plus 7. We have to solve the bracket. So 9 plus 7, 16. Yes. So 1 minus 1, 0. 0 into 16. Actually here the brackets are given. That's why we are solving the brackets first. So 0 into 16, 0. Just here we have to learn that a raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Anything raised to the power 0 means 1. The a could be a fraction, it could be a whole number, or it could be an integer. Now suppose if the power is negative, if the power is a negative number, then what will happen? A raised to the power minus 1. We have to write a raised to the power minus 1. That we can write it as 1 upon a raised to the power 1. So whatever the power is, we have to keep the same power, but here we have to change the sign. Here minus is there, now we have written plus. So suppose, let's understand this with the help of following example. Suppose we have 7 raised to the power minus 1. So we can write it as 1 upon 7 raised to the power minus 1 means what? 7 raised to the power 1. So minus 1 will become plus 1. Now suppose we have 8 raised to the power minus 2. So according to the rule we can write it as 1 upon 8 raised to the power 2. Here we have minus 2, now we have plus 2. Just we have to use this rule. Now we will see the next question, that is find the value of x. So the question is 2 raised to the power x plus 2 is equal to 256. Let's see how to solve it. Now for the next step, what we will do, here we have the exponential form. Here also we will convert this 256 into an exponential form. So for that we have to go for prime factorization. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12, 2 8s are 2 4s are 2 2s are 2 1s. So here we can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That means 2 is repeating for 8 times. So we can write it as when you multiply this 2, you will get 2 5 6. When you multiply these factors, you will get 256 only. That means 2 raised to the power 8 means 256 only. Now actually in this question we have to find out the value of x. This x we have to find out. Now equal to is there, bases are equal, that means powers must be equal. That means x plus 2 is equal to 8. When the bases are equal and also equal to is there, that means powers are also equal. Now so here we have to use the lesson linear equation, that is transposition method. Here plus 2 will become minus 2 towards right hand side. When we will shift this plus 2 towards right hand side, the plus 2 will become minus 2. 8 minus 2, 6. And if you want to check, you can also check it. Like here we have 6. If you put the 6 here, 6 plus 2, 8. Here also 8. So 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 8 is equal to 8. Yes, the answer is correct. Suppose we have minus 6 raised to the power 5 into minus 6 3 raised to the power m minus 6 raised to the power 3 minus m is equal to minus 6 raised to the power 3. Minus 6 raised to the power 5 into minus 6 raised to the power 3 minus m is equal to minus 6 raised to the power 3. Now let's see how to solve it. So here we have to do one thing, that here we have to use some law. Now let's understand the pattern. Minus 6 raised to the power 5 into minus 6 raised to the power 3 minus m. Here we have the same basis. Into is there, that means first law. So based on that we will have, and what we will do, we will add the powers. 5 plus 3 minus m is equal to minus 6 as it is. Now here we have the same basis. Equal to is there, that means powers must be equal. 5 plus 3 minus, let's have x here, okay? Because we have to find out the x now, that's why. X. So 5 plus 3 minus x. 5 plus 3 minus x is equal to 3. X means what? Unknown value. Now here what we will do, we will use the concept of transposition method. So 5 plus 3, 8. Now if you shift this minus x towards the right hand side, then what will happen? That minus x will become plus x. And if we shift this 3 towards left hand side, then what will happen? That plus 3 will become minus 3. And this will become plus x. So 8 minus 3, 5. So we have x is equal to 5, which is the required answer. So here what we have done, जो भी known values है उसको एक साइड में लिया, that means towards one side, और जो भी unknown value है that we have shifted towards one side. So x is a unknown and 8 and 3 are known values. Now that is linear equation that we have learned in class 6. So the answer is x is equal to 5. Now let's see next concept. So here we have to be very careful that which law we have to use and when. Now the concept is scientific notation. Scientific notation, very simple concept. Let's see how to solve. Suppose we have 546 or yes 546, no problem. So if we have to write a scientific notation for this number, so what we will do, just you have to leave first digit. So here first digit is 5, okay, then put the point. For understanding I am telling you. So remaining places are 2. So whatever is there before the point, that is 5, we have to keep like that. Point, how many places? 2 places now. Then what you have to do? Multiply by 10, 1, 2. Just you have to put raised to the power 2. The first thing what you have to do, you have to leave the first digit, then put the decimal point. Then the 2 places are there, that means power is 2. And then just write the 5.46 as it is into 10 raised to the power 2. When you solve this, you will get the answer 546. Now, we have to check whether the scientific notation is right or wrong. For that, what we have to do? We have to apply some criteria. So here we have 2 parts, first part, second part. So for first part, we have to check whether this number is between 1 to 10. Now we are checking whether the scientific notation is right or wrong. 1 to 10. 5.46, which comes between 1 and 10. So it is right. And second part, for second part, we must always mention 10 raised to the power. Means we have to express that is 10 raised to the power. So here we have 10 raised to the power 2. So here always express in terms of power of 10. So 2 criteria are there. First criteria is the first part must be between 1 and 10, and the second part must be the 10 के power में वो represent होना चाहिए. So for that what we have to do? Just leave the first digit. Whatever the places are there, remaining places in the decimal places, that will become the power. And this 5.46 will become the first part. Now let's have another example. Suppose we have 98000. Now we have to write its scientific notation. So as we know, we have to leave the first digit, then put the decimal point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So that will become 10 raised to the power 4, and this will become 9.820. And when you will solve this, you will get the 98000. Okay. Now we have to check whether scientific notation is right or wrong. Now the first part must be always between 1 and 10. So 9.8, yes, which comes between 1 and 10. So it is right. And the second part, yes, it is also right because we have expressed in terms of 10. 10 के power में हमने उसको express किया है. Okay. Now with the help of following example, we will understand it more. Let's see what is that. Suppose we have 0.3 into 10 raised to the power 5. Is this a right scientific notation? So for that we have to apply the criteria. So here we have two parts. So the first part must be between 1 to 10, and we know that 0.3 will not come between 1 and 10. That means it is less than 1. So it is not a scientific notation. Suppose we have 24 into 10 raised to power 6. So when we check the first part, it is also not coming between 1 and 10. So this is also not a scientific notation. Of course here we have 10 के power में we have this 10 raised to power 6, 10 raised to power 5. But here also we must require 1 to 10. हमें जो नंबर चाहिए फर्स्ट पार्ट में 1 और 10 के बीच में ही चाहिए. So both the scientific notations are wrong. So the last example we will see for the scientific notation. Suppose we have 2740000, and we have to write its scientific notation. So what we will do, we will leave the first digit. We will keep the decimal point. Just for understanding we are doing this. Okay. So how many places are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that will become 10 raised to the power 7. So what about this first part? We have to keep the just number, that is 2.74. No need to write these zeros. And when you will solve this, you will get this, that is 2740000. So here when we apply the criteria, we can see that this comes between 1 and 10, and this is 10 के power में हमने उसको express किया. So it is a proper scientific notation. So in this manner we have finished today's class. So have a great day. Thank you very much, students.